Alright, hello everyone! Today we're gonna take a look at For Love versus Cruel in the World WCG China qualifier. I'm Mizrim, and welcome to this cast. So, WCG, one of the big tournaments. We had IG versus LGD yesterday. Unfortunately, there was no caster, so thanks God for telling me about this tournament. Hopefully this time we'll have it covered. For Love versus Cruel, and tomorrow will be the winner of this best of 3 versus the winner of yesterday, who I don't really know who it is. I think it was IG winning. And we're gonna see a first ban Brewmaster by For Love, which is really, let's say it's not as common as any kind of like Darkseer ban or Naga ban in our more commonly seen games. So Bounty Hunter now banned by For Love. I'm really sorry about my voice. I am a bit sick at the moment, so I'll try to do my best. And it's gonna be a Batrider ban by Cruel. So Cruel, those two bans are really common. I mean, Darkseer ban and the new Batrider ban due to the 6.75 version. Whereas For Love, we have a Panda Brewmaster first ban, which is really odd. And also a Bounty Hunter ban, which I understand totally, because if you took a look at the GEST tournament yesterday, Bounty Hunter was picked by every team, almost all the time. He never went through the picking phase without getting picked. So Rubik first picked by For Love, and as I said before, Rubik is one of those heroes who is just so versatile that you don't really show anything by first picking the Rubik. He could be solo mid, and we usually see him as a support hero by most of the teams, but Rubik's potential is just limited by the enemy team, and that's his only limit. His ultimate is just, stealing a spell, so if you have any kind of big ultimate like a Ravage, like a Black Hole, you'll have to look out for the Rubik. So Jakiro here picked for Cruel as well as Shadow Shaman. Jakiro is a very stable pick nowadays due to his buff to the Ice Path, 90 mana cost, and only 9-second cooldown at level 4 of the Ice Path. 9-second cooldown on a 2.2 AoE stun spell. It's an enormous spell. It's like the poor man Fisher nowadays. So you can basically spam the an Alchemist pick by For Love. This is going to be very interesting. Night Stalker pick is not really it's not uncommon to see a Night Stalker pick, but Alchemist, well, with his new set of buff, he can farm faster than ever, and we'll have to see if this is gonna pay off, because the problem of Alchemist was never to get the farm, it was just to be as useful as any other carry. So now that he has been buffed a few times, he should be able to participate in the team fights sooner, because he will get the items sooner. So now we'll have to see what Cruel will have to answer for this, because Alchemist, I mean, how can you prepare for an Alchemist pick? I mean, by no means I follow For Love games. I don't really know this team. I know that they have been playing. They have had quite a good amount of success, and I know the team by name. And Puck is gonna be the answer for Cruel, where Puck is one of those heroes we did see a lot in the GEST, but he is a good solo. No, he's not a good solo hero. He needs the solo lane to get an experience. He needs to get the experience to get those early levels, to get this efficient Illusioner Orb damage, as well as the silence from the Waning Rift. He needs the disruption from the Dream Call, and all this. That means he needs the early levels. But as a solo laner, he is often beaten by anyone else. Windrunner beats the Puck. The Invoker also beats the Puck, and I just can't see anyone that gets destroyed by a Puck on the solo lane. So we're gonna see a Keeper of the Light ban, as well as a Shadow Fiend ban for For Love, and Chen ban for Cruel. So Keeper of the Light, remember guys, he's a very good trialing hero. In aggressive trialings as well as in defensive trialings, he can be here as this huge AoE damage potential, and he denies a lot of area. Basically, either you go in to get some creeps and you get damaged by the Illuminate, or you just have to stand back from your creep and you miss out on experience and gold. And Alchemist, he really needs to farm. He wants to farm. He wants to have free farm. So Keeper of the Light is going to be out of the question here, and he's going to be out. in the other side, we see Mirana ban as well, Queen of Pain. So Mirana ban is also quite uncommon. Queen of Pain ban, not so rare. The GST showed us that any Southeast Asian team just favored this Queen of Pain. We saw Queen of Pain first picked yesterday, our second picked. She was really this key hero for many of the Southeast Asia team because it's just the embodiment of aggressiveness. You get the Queen of Pain, you get to blink in, blink out, get the damage done, AoE damage on top of that, and you can really assassinate and get out of here. So well-placed aggressiveness with the Queen of Pain is just going to pay off so well. For Love, with those two bans, the Shadow Fiend ban is not so strange nowadays, because Shadow Fiend, he has been picked quite a few times by a lot of teams due to the fact that with his new buffs, he has more souls, so more early game damage. His passive also, allows him now to, the passive component of his ultimate allows him to die, but still deal some damage if he dies first. And his, minus armor aura also got buffed, so Shadow Fiend got banned, and now Dragon Knight also banned. So we have Jakiro, Shadow Shaman. They're very likely to be the supports here, and Puck is going to be very likely to be the long lane solo, so that means they still need one solo mid hero as well as a carry hero, if that's what they want to go for. Now, Shadow Shaman could technically be in the mid lane, but it's been a long time since we saw any kind of Shadow Shaman in the mid lane. And Shadow Shaman as a mid laner is pretty weak. And Lion pick now for Love, and I must say I'm really looking forward for this game, because Alchemist, Lion, those heroes we almost never see anymore. Lion, if you remember guys, the first time we saw Lion very efficiently played was in the first international with, I think it was X, playing the Lion in the mid lane as a mid lane hero. And nowadays Lion, he is just, the support Lion, and that means he's just outshined by Lina if you want the burst damage, and if you want to disable Shadow Shaman. Lion, the problem is he really needs this experience, he needs this level, and when he's played as a support, he can't get it. Lina is a better pick for the, usually if you want just the burst damage coming from the Lina, you have the AoE stun, and if you just want the disable, as I said before, you have the Shadow Shaman. So Lion pick as well as Enigma. So how is this gonna go? It's gonna be Slaughter, so Cruel have a lot of minus armor with the Templar Assassin as well as the Slaughter. We might see the Templar Assassin in the mid lane, Slaughter with the Shadow Shaman Jakiro. It's a lot of damage potential, a lot of disables also, and Puck on the long lane. On the other side for Love, we might have Night Stalker in the mid lane, Alchemist with Rubik and Lion, and Enigma on the long lane, or it could be Enigma in the jungle and that leaves a Rubik potentially in a long lane? No, that wouldn't really work. Alright, so we're gonna have the players, so we're gonna go over. It's gonna be Hansi on the Enigma, 8K on Night Stalker, Gui on Alchemist, Biu on Lion, and some kind of Chinese character I can't really read because my Chinese kinda sucks, so Rubik is just gonna be called Rubik here. So we're gonna have in the other side Bingo on the Templar Assassin, another Chinese character on the Puck. And well, so problem is I can't really read Chinese, so let's say Shadow Shaman, and we'll have Randolph on the Jakiro. So lanes are going to be, as I predicted before, Lion and Rubik are going to support the top lane, though Rubik have a lot of items that is Rubik, as those items show, it's not like a common support build. When we see like Rubik going full support, we see Sentry Wars, Observer Wars, and it seems like Lion is going to be the one here that gets the items. So Rubik has the potential to just rotate in the mid lane if he wants to, but I mean, Night Stalker, where would he go? He's going for the mid lane, and he's going for a Bottle Rush as well. We see Tango as well as 3 branches. So Bottle Rush, and for the Enigma, it looks like it might be Rubik solo bottom and Enigma. So Enigma with 4 Clarity, he could be just jungling, or he could be on the bottom lane. If he just stays, then no, it looks like Rubik is gonna be solo on the bottom lane, and Enigma's just gonna deny this first wave of creep, and he's gonna go back here. So we have Gui on the top lane against an aggressive trial lane. I'm not really sure how this is going to work out. Lion, as I said before, is not the best support ever due to the fact that the Earth Spike dealt very low damage. Level 1, it's only 60 damage. It's very, very low. It costs a lot of mana as well. So we'll have to see. And Alchemist is going for Concoction level 1. So potentially we might see an early game kill because this early level in Unstable Concoction, and we see already D-warding coming from Lion, Shadow Shaman as well, and they are putting their own counter ward, so a lot of counter warding action, but that leaves some room for Alchemist to get some last hits if he wants to, because they know those two supports are actually here. And in the mid lane, it's gonna be Night Stalker versus Templar Assassin, with Lion rotating around in the jungle. He's at the moment not doing much. In the bottom lane, it's going to be Rubik solo against the Puck, so Rubik's going to be more than fine against Puck. As I said before, Puck is a pretty weak solo laner. Alchemist already throwing one time of Unstable Concoction, and he's going to go for the Goblin Greed, Grievil's Greed now. Warding coming down here, so Lion wants to find this Observer Ward that's blocking the camp, but he's not finding it. Jakiro is going to find Lion though. And Jakiro has way more range on the Ice Path than Lion has on the Earth Spike. So Lion has to be very careful. Alchemist is not having a very good time at the moment. Last hit denies, we see that he's only at 3 for 1. Slardar is at 6 for 2 at the moment, and the only one getting a very, very good farm is the Enigma in the jungle because he's just farming without any problem. In the mid lane, it looks like Night Stalker has a bit of trouble against DTA, but that is to be expected. Now he has the bottle though, so he'll be able to at least get some few last hits with the Void if he's really under pressure. In the bottom lane, Rubik going against Puck, 7 for 8 for Rubik, and you see Puck is 2 for 1 only, so Puck at least is gonna dodge the he's gonna dodge the Fate Bolt with the Phase Shift, and Observer Ward is gonna be found by Lion in the end, so he's gonna be able to get this spawn to this camp to spawn. Sorry, Alchemist is still level 3 now, and he's leveling this Unstable Concoction. So never mind this; it's not going to be an AFK farm Alchemist. It's going to be a killing ganking Alchemist with the Unstable Concoction. Max damage 220, and also 2.5 maximum stun. Not to mention that with the buff, he stuns in a small AOE, as well as the fact that the enemy can't see. And oh, they're gonna go on Alchemist. First stun going in. And now second stun following up. He might be, yeah, the stun is not going to be able to, and Alchemist commits suicide in the end, so going better than expected for the Alchemist. He wasn't able to throw the concoction before the stuns landed, but in the end it actually pays off in his favor, so he's going to deny himself. It's not going to be first blood for the Radiant. And second stun going from Lion. It's sort of following up now. And Alchemist is looking for the Unstable Concoction. Will he be able to throw it? He does throw it. Shadow Shaman taking a lot of damage from this concoction. And that is what I meant by Lion has to be very careful. He's very squishy. And with the range on the Jakiro, it's I think almost 1k or even more on the Ice Path. That means there's an easy follow-up by the Slaughter as well as the Shadow Shaman. 1 level in Shackles, already 2.5 seconds in Disable. And one thing that I find odd though is Slaughter decided to go for Bash and not for the sprint. So he's that confident. He knows he doesn't have to just run after the enemies. He wants his allies to initiate, and he will just waddle in to use the stun without any trouble. In the bottom lane, Rubik is still beating on the Puck pretty hard. We see Puck at 7 for 3, whereas Rubik is 19 for 13. And yeah, at the moment, Puck is just gonna deny the rune at least. But now Night Stalker is here. No, Night Stalker doesn't look like he wants to have anything to do with the Puck. Rubik level 5, Puck only level 4. He has the ball though, so he will be able to farm at least some creep with the Illusioner Orb. There's a rotation coming in the middle lane with the smoke. Night Stalker has to be careful, but it looks like he's aware something's wrong. Or is he? He's only putting the bottle for the courier, and he's coming back in the mid lane. It looks like the support for Cruel went back because of this, but now they're gonna find him, or actually the smoke is gonna pop out, and now Night Stalker knows that there's someone, but Jakiro is still in range. Nope. Night Stalker knows. He has a ward here. And Enigma actually wants to find the Shadow Shaman, and Remember that the Eidolons deal a lot of damage, especially to those very, very squishy supports. But now Sorrow's coming in, and Enigma might be very well going down. Yes, he will. The stun is gonna follow, and there's no way Enigma will run away from this. Enigma is gonna get first blood, and Enigma's Eidolons actually get the kill on Shadow Shaman. So, as I said before, those little guys pack a very, very mean punch if you don't focus them down. So Alchemist now going for 1 level in Acid Spray, only 1 level in the Goblin Greed. And remember that if you're getting free farm, you will be able to cap off the Goblin Greed at level 1 if you want to. You don't need the level 4 of Goblin Greed to make it efficient. It's just that if you farm by burst, it's gonna be more efficient to have more levels, of course, due to the fact that it's gonna start at 10 instead of 4. And every time you kill a creep, it's gonna go up by 1, so it's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, etc., etc. Now we see Temper Assassin getting a regeneration rune. She might dive on the Night Stalker. No, Night Stalker actually with boots, and the Hunter of the Night. Oh, in the meantime, Alchemist is probably going to go down. Yes, a Shock is gonna finish his life. So 2 level in Shock and 1 level in Shackle. Jakiro is looking for 2 level Ice Path, 1 in Dual Breath, and Slaughter is having 1 level in Sprint, so only 1 level in Bash, getting this extra 10% chance to land a lucky stun on the enemy. And now Rubik has the Illusionary Orb. Puck deciding, oh no, Puck actually with level 3 of Orb, so that means Rubik, when he stole the Orb, he was level 6 when Puck was level 4, and now Puck is almost level 6, but Rubik is already level 7, so this bottom lane not going well at all for Puck. But in the mid lane, it is the Temper Assassin getting control on the Night Stalker, which is pretty much to be expected. Night Stalker, a hero that really relies on timing. By the 6-minute mark, when the first night comes, you have to have minimum items as well as levels to be able to scare the enemies away. And right now, with the Phase Boots as well as the bottle, he's looking pretty good to scare any enemy and to be able to gank. He also has a smoke on himself, so he might want to go on someone. Jakiro is only level 2, he's deciding to level the Dual Breath instead of getting 1 level in Liquid Fire, so he's not looking for early towers. Remember that Liquid Fire works on tower, and this is why it's so potent in pushing, because you do slow the attack speed of the tower, and you make your creeps tank a longer time with this. So Alchemist still getting those few last hits he can. He has 2146. And if you take a look at the gold per minute, because this is more relevant, we have Temper Assassin on the top. He got the first blood, and it looks like they might want to go on someone. Alchemist is running in. He will throw the stun on Shadow Shaman. There's the there's the Night Stalker coming in. Enigma is gonna throw a very good Black Hole on 2, and Shadow Shaman is gonna be falling down before anything can happen. Now we see that the Jakiro falls down as well. 2 men stunned by the starter. TA coming in by TP and dealing so much damage. She might be able to bring the Night Stalker down. She does bring the Night Stalker down, but Alchemists get the kill on the Night Stalker. Oh, Night Stalker get the kill on the starter, and now it's a triple kill for the Enigma, and Alchemist runs away as well. Enigma and Lion. In the end, it's a very, very good fight for Love here, with only 1 death for 4 kills, and this is behind the enemy tower. So real good coordination, everyone running away with very low health, but in the end all of them survive. And Alchemist now, well, he still doesn't have a lot to his name, but he's gonna be able to at least get the power treads if that's what he wants. And well, he's not gonna buy anything, so I guess he's just gonna get the magic stick. In the mid lane, Night Stalker coming back, and he managed to get a magic wand. And what about Lion? Lion, I must say, in this last fight, this last Earth Pike saved the life of both the Enigma and the Alchemist. And now Alchemist is level 6, so he can just spam this Chemical Rage. Chemical Rage also increases your mana regen, so that means by using the Chemical Rage, you're using 50 mana. But by the end of the Chemical Rage, you will have earned this 50 mana back. So you can just spam it to heal, as well as farm easier and have an easier time farming. And what do we see here? So Temper Assassin's going to the bottom lane with the Phase Boost bottle, as well as Magic Wand, and already 1.3k gold, so she might go for a very early Blink Dagger now. We'll have to see this in the 13, 14, 15 minute mark. She will have it, and it seems like yeah, Rubik managed to steal the Cyanide Trap, so Now we see that they're both going to go on Temper Assassin, but Temper Assassin is one of the best hero to go against any kind of burst damage, and this is what Lion has, burst damage. Rubik is also burst damage. Rubik has to be careful when using this Finger of Death, and, well, he's going to get pushed back by the Jakiro. And now it is Night Stalker coming from behind, and Puck is using the ultimate. Night Stalker is going to get locked down here. He's going to go down by the sheer amount of disables. So Night Stalker not being able to do anything. But in the meantime, top tower is getting brought down by the Alchemist. And Alchemist, after his very, very bad start, he will get some very, very much needed gold. Now we see that Enigma is rushing for the... and we actually have a very, very late glyph as well. Enigma has the mechanism now. So 10-minute mechanism. This is going to look very, very good for Thorlov in the team fight. We see Lion taking an Illusionary Orb in the face. He's gonna get pushed back. Rubik has managed to steal the Slytherin Crush, which is not really what he wants. That means he actually needs to go in melee range if he wants to stun the enemy, and Rubik as a pretty squishy hero, especially when, I was going to say especially when played support, but that's not the case here. Oh, they might go on the Temper Assassin. Temper Assassin is gonna get Malefist, and now the, oh, he's gonna get stunned as well. Temper Assassin, 2 seconds, 1 second, and he's gonna go down before the Refraction pop, but now they're stuck. A starter is stucking everyone in, and Enigma still has the mechanism. He will pop the mechanism. He might use the Black Hole here on 2. He will catch 2 of them. Alchemist is dealing so much damage to the starter as well as the Eidolons, and the Ice Path is going to save the Jakiro. Now we have Temper Assassins coming in. She's going to be... Oh, she is landing the damage on 2 of the enemy heroes at the same time. Enigma has to TP out. It's going to be too late, and she's going to fall. So it's going to be a mega kill taken by Puck. Double kill for Puck. So they managed to bring down the Temper Assassin as well as force her to use a buyback. And they also bring down the starter. So in the end, it might not be so bad of an exchange. But overstaying their welcome, I feel like Enigma should have TP'd away when they saw that TA came back, because there was no way they could escape from this. Now we see on the bottom lane, Forlov actually getting this bottom lane tower as well. So while there's pressure on the top lane, there's also pressure on the bottom lane. Forlov being everywhere where they need to. Lion getting this tower, he will be able to get Bracer and the Trincubus. He already had it. Now we see that the Alchemist is not afraid of the Temper Assassin. TA level 11, but Alchemist just coming in and saying, well, nope, those are my creeps, back off. And it is understandable because the Refraction Charge are just going to melt through the Acid Spray. So Acid Spray very good against the TA. Also going to reduce her armor, so make Alchemist a bit more, a bit stronger versus TA. But problem of Alchemist, remember, he's a very, very low armor hero. He might get a lot of, Bell Shell. Oh, Ice Path is going to land. Not going to follow up. Night Stalker is going to pop the haste nonetheless. And I was saying, Alchemist might be, in the end, having like 2.5k, 3k, 4k health. But if he only has 2 armor, he's going to get melted by 3 strikes of the TA with the starter's ultimate. And now smoke popping out, and they want to get the Alchemist. They don't want him to just AFK farm on this top lane. They might get him. Temper Assassin has a very long range on her Psionic track. And they're going to go. Stun to start off, and yeah, there's no way you can get out of there. Now it's TP coming in, and it's gonna be Enigma. This was a pretty ballsy TP as well, because if they wanted, they could have just gone on the Enigma, and in fact, they might even go on her. TA just managed to buy the Blink Dagger, so if a trap lands on the Enigma, she will be able to blink in. Night Stalker is the day, so he's gonna stay and farm. He has the Oracle Club, he might go for a fast BKB to get the fight. Enigma is slowed. Temper Assassin might go for him. No, it looks like they just want a tower. They're all pretty low on mana, so only 1 or 2 spells. Now we see Puck is gonna not blink away in the trees, so he just wasted a lot of mana. And now he's gonna get Malefist. Enigma is gonna get slowed. Puck is still behind. Now we see everyone coming in. Enigma is gonna get Frost, but we see Night Stalker coming in with the DD rune. And Puck, you're in a lot of trouble. Now we see the Jakiro using the Micropyre to make sure that they don't want to follow. But Sara comes in. Sara is going to land the stun on Enigma. Enigma is going to get chain stun. And he might be... yes, he's going to pop the mechanism before dying. And then Jakiro might fall. Nope, it's going to be Alchemist on the front line. Alchemist, 1 more strike before death. Shadow Shaman actually pawning the Rubik, and Rubik getting Jakiro. And, well, Starter falling to Alchemist. Oh, we see Lion getting sneaking a kill on the poor Puck. And Lysucker using his ultimate, he wants to find a kill. But there's only Temporary Assassin. And against TA, as 1v1, he can't really do much due to the fact that Void deals burst damage. And if TA has the refraction up, she will be able to 1v1 the Night Stalker. So Enigma still with very low health. He has the mechanism 1 second. He will maybe not use it. No, he's not gonna pop it. Doesn't really mind. So what does the gold graph look like? Let's take a look at the net worth at the moment. We have T on the top, we have Enigma following, and Night Stalker is following as well. And Alchemist is just after all of... Actually, we see that Enigma just popped ahead. So, experience graph, it is 5k in advantage of ForLove, and gold graph is also 5k. So ForLove is having a very good game at the moment. 16 minutes in. They might have 10 to 11, so it might look very even on the kill score. But take a look at the towers: 1 tower down, 2 tower down, 3 tower down, and for the other side, it's only 1 tower down, as well as the creep kills. If we take a look at the creep kills, we have all 4 heroes here are from the Dire. There's only Temporary Assassin getting the farms done, and Lion is not farming so well, but you know, it's a Lion, it's a support Lion. Alchemist has to be careful. You just see how much damage Temporary Assassin can dish out due to Alchemist's low armor. And yep, Alchemist is gonna go down 3 armor, minus 8 from the meld, minus 5 armor. You're gonna melt very quickly to any kind of Temporary Assassin strike. So we see Rubik with the smoke. They might look for a kill in the mid lane. There's the Enigma on the high ground as well as Lion. Lion doesn't have the Finger of Death ready though, so there's only 3 supports hero. Now Rubik's gonna show himself. He steals the Mass Serpent Wards. Enigma is gonna run in, and Black Hole on 2. Actually, Puck runs into the Black Hole, and now Puck is gonna get caught as well. We see Shadow Shaman is gonna go down as well here. Jakiro's already down. Lion overstaying his welcome, going way too far in, and he's gonna get picked up by the Slaughter. No, he will be able to stun him before running away. Mechanism is gonna pop, and now Enigma is without any mana here. He might use the Soul Ring if he wants to, but he might be overstaying his welcome as well. There's the TA coming in with the mail and with the Blink. He's gonna be able to pick up Enigma, and now Rubik as well as Night Stalker on the run. And we see Alchemist coming in. He's gonna go on Puck. Puck is gonna go down to Night Stalker, and with the minus armor, they might take the fight. Now we see Rubik running away. He might go down. He will go down. In the meantime, we see Alchemist going and striking on Starter. Now Shadow Shaman's here, and Jakiro's here as well. He's gonna stun himself. He's gonna deal damage to himself, and Alchemist is gonna go down to Shadow Shaman as well as Jakiro. TA in the meantime is running away, and Lion getting this invisibility rune. He was getting chased by Slaughter, but with the help of Enigma, he was able to get away and turn back. Use a... Oh, he might look for the kill. He will get the fast kill on Jakiro. Finger of Death as well as Earth Pike with a Void was way enough damage to kill this poor Jakiro. Shadow Shaman is going for the Mechanism, so this is pretty rare to see Shadow Shaman going for Mechanism. Even if when he's going support, you might say, yeah, it's a role of the support to get Mechanism, but usually Shadow Shaman will not be the one getting it, because he's getting burst down way too easily. You'll see the Jakiro getting the Mechanism, and Shadow Shaman will usually go for at least a BKB or a Blink Dagger if he wants to go into Hex, the important hero. Night Stalker has the BKB now, and we see Rubik with the Force Staff as well as Arcane Boots. In the jungle, we have Enigma with the Power Tread as well as Mechanism. What does Alchemist have? He's going for a Shadow Amulet, so he's going to go for the Shadow Blade. A very odd build for Alchemist, I guess, but you know, if you're coming to gank as an Alchemist and relying on this Unstable Concoction, you could pay off. I mean, you start channeling the Unstable Concoction, and then you go into Invisibility, get out of Invis, throw the Unstable Concoction out of nowhere, and that is for 360 damage, potentially. It deals less damage than I remember. Well, it does stun for 4 seconds though, so it's very long. Lion, you see, this is actually what items I was expecting from the Shadow Shaman. Lion as well as Shadow Shaman, 2 heroes that relies on disrupting the team fight with these disables, and that means they want as much health as possible to stay in the fight as long as possible. So they're gonna go for bracers, stacking up bracers, or the magic wand, and you know, maybe even a drum of endurance. But mechanism, if you're getting burst down, mechanism isn't gonna do anything for you, and in fact, it's even gonna hurt your team. So now 16 for 14, but experience graph still 5k, go graph still now 7.5k for the Dire. So it might look pretty even on the scoreboard, but on the experience and gold graph, it's a whole other story. So ForLove really getting the upper hand in the farming exchange. As we see here again, the last hit denies. It's still 4 Dire hero on the top with only 1 Radiant hero. So they're getting the farm, they're getting the money, and in the end, that is what will count, because the scoreboard will not win you the game. And invisibility alchemist, he's gonna stun himself. So now probably a smoke coming up here. They're all grouped up. They might look for something. Puck is here, he's level 11. He also managed to buy his Blink Dagger. Let's take a look at the item very quickly. Temper Assassin's going for a BKB. She has a Blink Dagger. Shadow Shaman is almost done with his mechanism, so this is pretty good. We see Jakiro is going full support, so he's the one getting all the wards and everything, as opposed to what I would expect from the Shadow Shaman. You know, usually the Shadow Shaman would get the ward, and Jakiro would get the mechanism. And, well, it looks like a wraparound, and the stun is gonna land. Stun is gonna land, Shadow Shaman is gonna die, and now there's already Puck dead, and Jakiro is gonna go down as well. There's 3 supports going down, and without supports, well, your carry heroes won't be able to do much, but Sauter with the sprint will be able to get away. A very good wrap up by Alchemist as well as Night Stalker and Lion, able to pick up someone before the fight start, and this is the power of Lion as well as Lina. You just come in and use a Finger of Death right after the fight starts, and this is a lot of burst damage, and you take down someone like Shadow Shaman instantly. He won't be able to pop anything like the mechanism. You want to heal? Wait, well, no, you won't be able to. So now, Shadow Blade completed on the Alchemist as we saw in the last fight. We have Enigma also going for a BKB. Lion has 2k gold. Look at this Lion, this support Lion rolling in money. He's so happy. He's so happy right now. Let's take a look at the gold per minute. Yeah, Lion is out farming the Slaughter. This is when something really is wrong. I mean, yeah, now Slaughter goes above the Lion, but this is just like Lion getting so much gold from those kills, from those fights. And this is what he needs. This is what your team needs, and this is definitely not what Slaughter needs. It looks like he really lags behind in farm. 73 creep kills, 0 for 4 for 6. He didn't manage to find any kills here. He gets I mean, the support's getting the kills. Urn of Shadow not really paying off when you don't get so much kills. And he is going for a BKB as well. But remember that the Black Hole goes through BKB, so if he doesn't position... The problem of the Sauter is he has to go into melee range to be effective, to do the damage as well as use the Crush. So if Enigma use the Black Hole in, for example, this area, and you're here, you won't be able to do anything to get to the Enigma. So in the bottom lane, again, we see Cruel grouping up at 4, and while that may seem like a good idea because it's like the most defensive posture, remember that while grouping as 4, you're getting 4 times less experience because you're sharing among 4 heroes. So it looks like they're still going around, and yeah, Drakira not getting anything, Shadow Shaman not getting anything in the meantime, Puck not getting anything. At this moment in the game, you have to get as much farm as you can if you're not gonna get to the team fights. So be it by taking, you know, one creep kill, one creep camp in the jungle or anything, it is worth your time. Now we see TA is gonna slow Rubik, and Serpent Wards are gonna pop. They are looking for this middle lane tower, but there's no more. Oh, what does he steal? No, it's gonna be Shock. So they didn't manage to steal the Serpent Ward. And now Alchemist coming in. He's gonna stun Sauter. They want Sauter before the fight happened. They might get him. They will get him. And now we see that Enigma is gonna get silenced by Puck. They might save some. It might save their team. Temper Assassin's on the run. Puck is gonna fall as well. And now they're chasing the. No, she's gonna blink away. But Shadow Shaman not so lucky. Shadow Shaman is gonna go down as well. In fact, the Alchemist is even going to turn around to use the Unstable Concoction on the Drakiro, and Drakiro is going to fall. And at this moment, ForLove looks unstoppable with this team. They are just getting the engagement done on the enemy, and if you're getting engaged by this 4-second stun on Alchemist, well, you're in a lot of trouble. As we could see, Starter inefficient because he just fell before the fight happened. Jakiro and Shadow Shaman got brought down as well as Puck. And a lonely TA, although she might kill the Alchemist in like 3 hits, she will not be able to do anything alone against the team. And Nightstalker going for this Vladimir Offering, very good pick here. Vladimir Offering is very interesting when you are going to go in. Oh, so you can see Starter running in. They still have the Black Hole, so... Oh, actually Starter almost going down to the handful of Dark Hero turning around. Why did I say that? Oh, Blink Dagger got by Lion as well, so this is... Rubik also got Blink Dagger, so a lot of engagement potential. Nightstalker, why did I say it's a good pick to get the Vladimir Offering? Because Vladimir Offering, if you're looking to push, is going to be a very good item. 5 armor for every creep and hero around you, and this is going to lessen the damage coming out from Temper Assassin as well as Starter by a lot. Not to mention, it gives a bit of lifesteal that is always good for Nightstalker as well as Alchemist, and you also have a bit of boost in damage. It's only 15%, it's not a lot, but remember that it applies on all creeps as well, so it's going to help to push with the Eidolons. So Alchemist now 4k gold. We are going to see what he's going to go for. Might go for a... Well, I would say Radiance, but no. Radiance at this point in the game, it's a bit light. Radiance is one of these items. He will go actually run into Temper Assassin. And he's getting baited in. Alchemist is still very low on health. Did have the mechanism. And now Temper Assassin is going to go down to the combined power of all the Dire team. Oh, Finger of Death. Goodbye, Jakiro. Enigma's on chase. They want Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman has no way to escape. And he's gonna get stunned very, very shortly. He has to turn around and use the Hex before anything happens. Nope, he's gonna get stunned. And no, goodbye, Shadow Shaman. You are dead. Rubik even blinking in to steal this kill. So again, 3 kills and not any for the Radiant. Alchemist staying alive. And the thing I was saying before... so no, never mind. It's gonna be a Radiance. So yep, I guess I was wrong. The reason why I said Radiance, I wasn't going to look for the Radiance, is because Radiance is an item that falls in power as the game goes on. Because the burn is very good in the early game due to the supports not getting anything. Oh, Puck. Oh, Puck. Oh, Puck is gonna get absolutely destroyed here. You have to be really careful about positioning when you have Rubik with 4-staff Blink Dagger, Lion with Blink Dagger, you have a Nightstalker which is probably almost with haste in the night. You have a Shadow Blade with the Alchemist, so he can be out of going out of invisibility with 4-second stun. So basically it's a lot of initiation coming from the Radiant, from the Dire. So now Alchemist is just farming his butt off. He's just being so happy with the Radiance. So, although Radiance won't be as useful as if he got it by 15 minutes mark, he will be able to farm his heart content. And in the mid lane, Nightstalker going down on the Starter. Oh, he's gonna get caught by a Ice Path, but 4-staff by Rubik. And now Nightstalker looks like he's gonna go back in jungle and farm some more. He has the gem also, so gem making sure that the Radiant team can't get back into this game. Oh, Ward is gonna pop, and they're gonna find Lion. In fact, Lion is gonna blink in aggressively. He's gonna stun too. Very, very good here stun. He will be able to get Jakiro before the fight happens, and they might be overstaying their welcome. No, Temper Assassin's getting absolutely demolished by Alchemist, and now we see Rubik running away. Nightstalker is here now, and we see Enigma coming in as well. Enigma still haven't used the Black Hole, he doesn't care. This is actually wards from the Shadow Shaman, is it? Shadow Shaman is running away, Nightstalker's chasing, and now we see that, yes, Arthur also went down here into the fight. And did, no, Alchemist didn't even die from this, so I guess, again, it's gonna be an exchange. Lion did die, right? Yeah, Lion did die, and he bought back. So coming back very quickly into the fight with TP, Blink Dagger, and remember that they still have this tier 1 tower, so you know, buying back, TPing here and blinking there, it's very, very easy to go back into the fight. So they might look for a... Oh, Rubik is going for the Bloodstone at this moment to be a bit more tanky, and even if he goes down, it's going to heal his allies. Enigma, 1.3k gold, and is something in the items. In the courier, I mean in the items. What the hell? What the hell, brain? What the hell? And now Nightstalker has the Aghanim Scepter, so even more control. Alchemist, Blade of Alacrity? What are you doing, Alchemist? Is that gonna be a... So yeah, at least either it's gonna be a Manta style Senjin Yasha or it's gonna be a Diffusal Blade. All of which might confuse me a bit. You know, I mean, yeah, okay, Manta style, why not? But yeah, why not a BKB or Armlet or even a Daedalus if you really want damage, or the Cuirass if you want attack speed. So never mind this. For love, doing some odd builds that are proving to be efficient. So as long as it works, it's fine by me. And now what do the Radiant have now? We have Temptia. She had the BKB in the last fight. It didn't seem to be a huge deal. Shadow Shaman is still not with his mechanism. Puck, Blink Dagger since a long time, but still no new items. And Jakiro is, yeah, he's being the war bitch at the moment, so nothing gonna come out from him. So now Experience Graph, 25k. Go Graph, 25k. This is a very one-sided game. Past the 15-minute mark, it really got one-sided. For love getting their team fight perfectly, and there's really nothing that I see Cruel being able to do anything to come back into this game at this point. They are so far behind in items that even if Forlov gets a bad engagement, bad fight start, the sheer amount of items is just gonna make the difference. So ping coming down. Rubik, what is he doing? He's gonna get the Bloodstone. So Rubik Bloodstone as well as Forstaff, Blink Dagger, Bottle, and Boots. It's been a long time since we saw any Rubik that were that far. Remember, Rubik is usually played as a support nowadays, so he's not getting as much farm. But you know, screw that. Rubik on the long lane against Puck, and that's why Puck is a weak solo laner, because you can put pretty much anyone against him and still be able to win the lane. Enigma, does he has an item? Nope. Actually, how many gems do they have? One gem here, and I think I saw one on the. Oh, TA is hiding here. No, Alchemist doesn't have his gem anymore, so there's 2 gem only. They might be waiting for the night. Or actually, never mind, the day just happened. Rubik blinking in aggressively. He has the Ice Path now. And what Puck is missing on his winning rift? Afraid that Lion might come in a bit closer. Lion managed to finish his Drum of Endurance. And, well, it looks like Alchemist want to go on Temper Assassin. Temper Assassin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and boom, goodbye, Temper Assassin. It's gonna be a Mental Cell coming in. Yep, it is a Mental Cell. So, no short of Refraction up, goodbye, TA. And even with the Refraction up, I mean, Burn from Radiance is gonna take away the Refraction charge. Burn from the Acid is going to take away the Refraction charge, so even if she had Refraction, I'm not really sure she would have survived this. Plus, Alchemist is just so fast with the Shadow Blade and the Chemical Rage, he would have been able to chase her down. And you can't really blink away, he has a Radiance. So now they're going to go for the second Roshan. And just look at the attack speed of the Alchemist. He's just pounding on this Roshan. Roshan just doesn't understand anything. He's getting demolished. Pew 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 pew, goodbye Roshan, and now we have a second Age of Immortal, and they're gonna sacrifice an Arun branch for this, so not a lot of items sacrificed for this. Alchemist, there goes the ultimate, but he still has it in 20 seconds. And yeah, the Radiant are just scared, they just don't know what to do, they're just staying then in their base, and that is the point where you just say at this point, well, they can't really do much. They're just starving in their base, while the enemies are widening the gap in the farm and in the experience. You might be wondering, well, why don't they just finish it and just push mid? They have so much in advantage, like 30k gold, 30k experience as well. Well, you don't have to press things. You know, if you just want to widen the gap, it's gonna be okay. Especially since they don't have the late game. If they had someone like you know, the Spectre, and Spectre was farming, you can be concerned about the late game and you know, drawing out the game. But right now you have the Alchemist who is farming his butt off, and the enemy team only has Tia and Starro who aren't like the best carry evers. So now we see Starro trying to bait out the enemies. Will they be able to catch one? Doesn't look like it. Actually, Starro is maybe going to go in the top lane, and he's gonna run into Lion. Lion is gonna blink away though. Safety blink, and Observer Ward planted down on the lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So now, regeneration on Rubik, 1.2k gold. Anyone has anyone on the courier? Nope, there's only the gem. Alchemist is farming. And in fact, yeah, he's using his Mantis to farm some more. So, you know what, Alchemist, I'm just gonna go for only farm items. Mantis to farm and Radiance to farm. Well, technically he still has a Shadow Blade, so I guess this is a bit for fighting. Or it could be to run away when he's farming, but he seemed like he was manning up quite well. Still halfway to the night, so once the night actually falls, we might see Forlov pushing down the towers. Lion, you know, at that point they're just so confident that they're just, I mean, never, if the game is actually even, you'll never see a support Lion running so far down into the lane alone. And in fact, yep, they might want to catch the Lion. No, they're gonna look for the middle lane. Lion, they know that Lion is not here, so they're gonna go in. This time it is engagement by the Radiant, but is this gonna be enough? Puck is gonna get silenced immediately. The ultimate is gonna pop, and now Enigma caught one. It is a Shadow Shaman. He went down, and now we see Slaughter is, well, running away from Alchemist because there's not much he can do. And Lion's coming in. He's not even gonna use the Finger of Death. Now he might use it very, very soon. And GG's gonna call. Up, go next. So TA is gonna be the last one falling for his team. 15 for 37, and the gold graph, 40k experience, 32k gold. It's massacre. Forlov really showing their dominance, and I must say, if Cruel managed to take a game of Forlov in the second game, I will be very impressed by their performance. At this moment, Forlov, they really played well, and I must say, can't really say it's a B team or anything. So we'll have to wait until the game actually finishes. And well, I think Puck has to disconnect to this, and Rubik's gonna disconnect as well. I think there's an issue when everyone disconnects that doesn't save the game, but I hope I'm wrong and it's not the case. So, well, we're just gonna have to wait. And so what is the, I'm gonna try to find the next game, and there we go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this cast, and we're gonna jump right into game 2.